Well, it's December 1st, Sunday, nice cold day. It's got to be all of 34 degrees, 35 degrees. I am up here with Bev, hiking in a place called Sharpe's Park. Never heard of it. It's off along Highway 20 off of outside Anacortes. And it's got some really nice looking trees here. We got some madronas. And yeah, I think if I can get down here, smidgen, turn around and show you this one huge. It's dead, but if you look at it, all the moss growing off of it, and the size of it, it's a huge tree. It's got to be a good, I'd say, what, almost 3 feet across there.
At least.
And of course, there's Bev, my hiking partner of the day. So we're headed on this little trail now that's called Calamity Trail. Kind of a strange name. It wasn't even on the map, so I'm not sure where it came up at. But we're heading down a hill. We went up to the whatever summit you want to call it. Didn't really have much of a view because if you look at the sky, it's nice overcast. So we're out here freezing our butts off in a cloudy day that's
and hoping
high
we don't
temp.
have any calamities on the Calamity Trail.
Yeah, we don't need any accidents out here. But there are other people. There's 2 more cars at the parking lot, and the parking lot holds a total of maybe 6 cars. So anyway, this is our start of our hike here. So we finished up the Calamity Trail, and it intersected with what's called the Porpoise Trail, which is supposed to take us right down here to the water, and you can't really see it down the trail there, but there is some rocks where it's open. I'll continue videoing there. But here's a nice little view. You can see it is trying to clear up, and you're supposed to be able to see the porpoises eating, but I don't know anything about those fish or mammals, so I don't know if they're out and about, if they hang around year-round or anything. So we'll look around for a few minutes and then move on from there. We get down here to the rocks. You can see our trail we're hiking on. It's not a bad trail. It's actually pretty well maintained. I wasn't expecting the down that we've got going, but it's a nice, oh, there we go. There we got some open, you can see a bunch of floating debris. I don't see any mammals out there, human or fish-wise. So anyway, there's our view from Porpoise Trail. And we got out here to this little point out on the Porpoise Point. There's a cute little rhododendron growing there. And we got our madrona that is half alive, half dead. Still cool looking though. Just love those branches. Anyway, we're out here on this grassy knoll, I guess you could call it. We actually have grass. If we had sun, we could kick back and enjoy the sun and do a little sunbathing, have a picnic. Eat a Cliff Bar. Anyway, we were right about there. If you look at that flat spot in there, kind of a grassy, well, weedy flat spot was where we just were. So we've come down the cliffside. The trail's not bad. It's got some big steps in a couple spots, but it's not bad. Nice little hiking down here. You can see where the trail continues on up that way. We'd like to see a porpoise feeding though, or even come up and say hello. Let's see, we got a, looks like a dead log sitting out there. Let's call that a porpoise snout just to say we saw something. I have to remember this area for summertime. Come out here.
Up on the top of that big stand.
Oh, good view. Come on, expand. Are we all the way expanded? I guess we are. Well, there's an eagle on the very tip top of that old dead tree, looking down at us. I hope he doesn't think we're dinner. That's a nice looking eagle. Okay, people, I am now standing on the very high point of this SARS Park trail, interconnecting trail house. I'm at 410 feet, did I say? Yes. And it is 12:40. We started probably around, I don't know, 10:45 or so, I think, because it was after 10 when we left my house. So anyway, there's our view from the highest point on the trail loopings out here. Got a lot of little islands out here I didn't even know were around. The weather is actually really nice. It's clearing up. The clouds are getting lighter, and it's not as cold. I actually had to shed my jacket. Well, there's a cute little island down there all by its lonesome. Just big enough to live on. Somebody should build a cabin on that thing. Now my question is what is this body of water? Is this part of Fadagal Bay? I'm not sure. So anybody that knows this area, maybe they can let me know after I get this up and posted. Looks like we got more water floating around here. We got a turn off in here someplace. Let's see what we got. Get out here next to the cliffs, see if I can fall off, or not fall off. It's not much of a fall anyway. Oh, that's the lower spot. There was another little boot path that went down to the lower section. That looks like just a little inlet. I don't think it's a big body of water. It's just a little inlet from the main body here. Got a whole bunch of white buildings way off to the distance there. One of the really nice things about today's hike so far has been zero wind. There is absolutely no breeze whatsoever, which is nice considering the temperature is still pretty cool. But apparently Whidbey Island is taking Sunday off of flying their jets all over the place because there has not been one plane go over. And usually when you're out around this area, you get those guys. On the distance there, I don't know if you can pick it up on the... Yeah, I can barely see it. There is a boat there that's heading inland.
And the first people we've seen all day are up on the little hill above us.
Oh, are there people up there? There sure enough is. Look at that.
We haven't seen anybody else all day.
Right there, you can see that spot of blue. So that means that we are no longer alone. That's a bummer, but I guess I have to share. There is also, off to the north a little bit, looks like part of a town. I don't know if that's part of Anacortes.
That's Anacortes.
Could be, I don't know. The way we came around, I'm not sure exactly what I can see from here. I need somebody that knows the coastline better than I do, because I don't know it. Anyway, we'll call it good with that, and we'll continue on. Alright, I gotta make this video to make an update for the lying I did last one. I wasn't on the true high point. I was lied to by my partner. She said it was the high point and it wasn't. We found a trail that took us higher. So now we're at 470 feet. We are basically, if I can get out here a little bit, we are almost directly above where we were. We were right down on that ledge, either that one or that one over there out to the water's edge. Anyway, it's Took us 45 minutes to get up to this little section. So it's now 1:30. There's my hiking partner, kicking back and relaxing, taking it easy. It's just about ready to pull out a beer. No. So now we have gone to the farthest point we can go on these trails. We're working our way back. Have no idea how many miles we've gone, have no idea how many miles we're going to take to get back. We just are taking the longest route we have been able to find. Well, here we are at the trailhead. We made it back. I just looked at the time and now I've forgotten what it was again. I think it's like 2 o'clock. We did about probably just under 3.5 miles in just over, what was it, 2.5 hours. There's nothing real strenuous on this hike. We didn't really move along very fast. Took it easy. There is a couple steep sections, but other than could be slick and wet, nothing real bad. So anyway, it's time to head home.